What is the meaning of life? Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has embarked on a profound journey to discover its purpose. We are all wanderers, walking the complex paths of existence in search of deeper truths. Unbeknownst to us, every choice we make and every obstacle we encounter propels us forward on this journey of self-discovery. Yet as we travel these paths, we are often confronted with questions that feel too big to solve on our own. This is where the power of wisdom comes in. Timeless insights shared by great philosophers, spiritual leaders, and influential thinkers who have grappled with life's most important questions. Their words serve as guiding beacons, helping us navigate the complexities of our experiences and leading us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Through this exploration, we will delve into the teachings of these wise figures, uncovering valuable lessons that can illuminate our own personal journeys and enhance our understanding of what it means to live a meaningful life. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Reflection and Self-Examination, Socrates and the Unexamined Life. We begin with a story from ancient Greece, in the bustling city of Athens, where the sun bathed the Parthenon in a golden glow. The streets were alive with the chatter of merchants selling their wares and citizens debating the latest political affairs. Among this vibrant backdrop wandered one of the greatest philosophers of all time, Socrates. Socrates was not just a thinker, he was a man of the people. Dressed in a simple robe with a beard that spoke of wisdom and age, he moved through the agora, the heart of Athenian life, questioning, probing, and engaging anyone willing to converse. His presence was magnetic, and people were drawn to him, eager to learn, yet wary of the uncomfortable questions he would pose. It was said that Socrates had a unique ability to ignite curiosity and provoke thought. For him, wisdom wasn't about knowing all the answers. Instead, it was about asking the right questions, questions that would lead to self-examination and deeper understanding. He famously declared, "The unexamined life is not worth living," a powerful statement that reverberates through the ages. Socrates' approach to wisdom became known as the Socratic method, a dialectical form of inquiry that involved asking a series of questions to draw out ideas and underlying presumptions. Rather than providing answers, Socrates believed in guiding others to discover truths for themselves. Imagine standing before Socrates as he asks you questions that challenge your very beliefs. He might ask, "What is justice? Can you define it?" Each question peels back the layers of your understanding, exposing inconsistencies in your thoughts. Through this process, you not only learn about the world, but also about yourself. However, Socrates' relentless pursuit of truth made him many enemies. He challenged the established norms of Athenian society, often putting him at odds with influential figures. His willingness to confront powerful leaders and challenge societal norms ultimately led to his condemnation. In 399 BC, he was tried for corrupting the youth and impiety. He faced death not with despair, but with a profound sense of purpose. Despite the threat of execution, Socrates remained steadfast in his beliefs. He saw death as a transition, not an end. He famously stated, "Death may be the greatest of all human blessings," believing that a life unexamined is more to be feared than death itself. Today, Socrates' legacy lives on, inspiring countless individuals to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. His teachings urge us to pause amidst the chaos of life, to engage in deep reflection about our thoughts and actions. In today's fast-paced world, we often move through life on autopilot, caught up in our routines and distractions. Socrates' wisdom calls us to pause, to look inward, and to ask ourselves important questions. What are my values? Am I living in alignment with them? What can I learn from my experiences? The wisdom of Socrates serves as a reminder to live consciously and purposefully. In modern life, you can practice self-examination through journaling, meditation, or by setting aside time each day to reflect on your actions and your thoughts. Imagine starting each day with a few moments dedicated to pondering questions that matter. What do I want to achieve? How do my actions reflect my true self? So let us carry forward the flame of inquiry that Socrates ignited in the streets of Athens. Let us question, reflect, and strive for a life filled with purpose and meaning. After all, the journey of self-examination is not just a pursuit of wisdom. It's a journey toward a richer, more fulfilling life. Chapter 2. The Pursuit of Happiness, Aristotle's Golden Mean. As we continue our exploration of wisdom, we turn our attention to one of history's most revered philosophers, Aristotle. Born in the ancient kingdom of Macedonia, Aristotle's journey was not just a quest for knowledge, it was an endeavor to uncover the essence of happiness. At the heart of his philosophy was the concept of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or well-being. For Aristotle, true happiness was not merely a fleeting emotion, but a state of being that arises from living a virtuous life, a life of balance. Happiness depends upon ourselves, Aristotle said. Aristotle believed that achieving happiness involves navigating between extremes. This principle, known as the Golden Mean, suggests that virtue lies at the midpoint between two vices, excess and deficiency. Picture Aristotle strolling through the Lyceum, surrounded by eager students. The sun casts dappled shadows as he gestures passionately, weaving intricate tales of balance. "Look around you," he begins. "Life's greatest challenges often stem from living at extremes." His eyes twinkle with wisdom as he continues. "Too much courage turns to recklessness, while too little leads to cowardice. Happiness," he declares, "is found in moderation." Aristotle's dedication to understanding the world was unparalleled. His pursuits ranged from biology and natural sciences to ethics and politics. He founded his own school, the Lyceum, where he taught and engaged in debates that shaped the foundations of Western philosophy. Imagine Aristotle mentoring a group of young philosophers, discussing virtues such as generosity and temperance. One student asks, "Is it better to give freely or to save for oneself?" Aristotle smiles knowingly and replies, "The answer lies in finding a balance. Generosity without wisdom can lead to poverty, while hoarding wealth breeds discontent." The Golden Mean teaches us to give what is right, not what is excessive or inadequate. For Aristotle, happiness or eudaimonia was deeply intertwined with one's character and choices. He emphasized that happiness is not something bestowed upon us, but something we actively cultivate through our actions and decisions. Aristotle's wisdom reveals that happiness cannot be found in external possessions or fleeting pleasures. Instead, it is a state of being that we create through our virtues and our ability to maintain balance. He taught that to live well, we must align our actions with our values. In today's fast-paced world, we face constant pressures that can lead us to extremes, be it working long hours at the expense of personal relationships, engaging in heated debates that overshadow mutual understanding, or seeking perfection that leads to anxiety. Aristotle's Golden Mean serves as a powerful reminder that balance is essential for a fulfilling life. Ask yourself, where in your life are you out of balance? Are you working too much and neglecting your personal life? Are you taking on too much stress and not enough joy? What about your health? Are you overindulging or depriving yourself? The key to happiness may lie in finding that balance. To embody Aristotle's teachings, we can adopt simple yet impactful practices. Reflect on your values. Spend time considering what truly matters to you. Are your actions aligned with your core values? Set boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that overextend you. This can create space for what truly brings you joy. Practice moderation, whether in work, leisure, or relationships. Strive for a balanced approach. Enjoy your favorite activities, but don't let them consume all your time. Engage in meaningful conversations. Like Socrates, ask questions and engage in discussions that challenge your thoughts and broaden your perspective. Create a balance in daily activities. Incorporate time for work, exercise, leisure, and reflection into your daily routine. Strive to give each area the attention it deserves. In embracing Aristotle's teachings, we can transform our lives into a journey of happiness and purpose. The Golden Mean invites us to navigate life with intention, creating harmony between our desires and our values. Let us carry forward this timeless wisdom, striving for balance in a world that often pulls us toward extremes. Chapter 3. Resilience and Overcoming Adversity. Viktor Frankl's Search for Meaning. As we venture into the 20th century, we find ourselves confronted by one of history's darkest periods, the Holocaust. Amidst this horror emerged Viktor Frankl, a Jewish psychiatrist who would become a beacon of hope through his groundbreaking theory of meaning, known as logotherapy. Frankl's profound insights are not merely academic, They are born from a life steeped in unimaginable suffering and resilience. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Viktor Frankl said. Frankl's philosophy asserts that life's meaning is not dictated by the circumstances we face, but by how we choose to respond to them. His insights emerged not in the comfort of an academic setting, but in the brutal confines of Nazi concentration camps, where he experienced the depths of human despair. Imagine the chilling environment of a concentration camp, barbed wire, watchtowers, and the overwhelming sense of hopelessness that permeated the air. Viktor Frankl found himself imprisoned in such a hellish landscape, stripped of his possessions, dignity, and even his family. He was separated from his wife and parents, witnessing the atrocities of war while grappling with the harsh reality of his own existence. Yet, even amidst this darkness, Frankl observed a striking phenomenon. Those who survived were often the ones who held on to a sense of purpose. Some clung to the hope of reuniting with loved ones, while others were driven by a mission to share their knowledge or finish work they believed in. Frankl realized that having a why was essential to endure the how. In his seminal book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl shares his harrowing journey and the epiphanies he experienced during this time. He emphasizes that suffering is an integral part of life, but it is our response to that suffering that shapes our reality. Frankl famously stated that suffering ceases to be suffering the moment it finds a meaning. He recalls instances where individuals found solace in their memories, the thought of future possibilities, or the love they held for others. Frankl's story teaches us that even when we are stripped bare, our minds can be free. He learned that meaning can be discovered in suffering, love, and courage. As Frankl endured the daily horrors of camp life, he cultivated a rich inner life, filled with imagination and hope. He would visualize his future, envisioning himself delivering lectures on the psychology of suffering. He believed that by finding meaning in his own suffering, he could transcend the confines of his physical imprisonment. In today's fast-paced world, many of us face our own forms of adversity: personal loss, financial hardship, chronic illness, or mental health struggles. Frankl's insights are just as relevant now as they were during his time. His message reminds us that while we cannot always control our circumstances, we can control our responses. What is your why? What motivates you to get out of bed every morning, even when life feels heavy? By shifting your focus from the problems you face to the purpose that drives you, you can find strength even in your most challenging times. It's about harnessing the power of meaning to navigate life's storms. To incorporate Frankl's teachings into our lives, consider these actionable steps. 1. Identify your why. Take time to reflect on what gives your life purpose. Is it family, career, community, or personal growth? Write it down and revisit it often. 2. Create meaning from suffering. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience contribute to my personal growth? 3. Practice gratitude. Regularly acknowledge the small things in life that bring you joy. Cultivating gratitude can help shift your focus from despair to appreciation. 4. Engage in altruism. Helping others can provide a sense of purpose and connection. Volunteer your time, support a friend in need, or engage in community service. 5. Cultivate resilience. Develop coping strategies such as mindfulness or meditation to build emotional resilience. Recognize that setbacks are part of the journey and can lead to personal growth. Viktor Frankl's legacy is a testament to the unbreakable human spirit. In the darkest of times, he showed us that we can find light through meaning. Let us carry forward his teachings, embracing resilience and purpose as we navigate the complexities of our own lives. Chapter 4. Relationships and Connection, the Wisdom of Confucius. As we turn our attention to ancient China, we encounter Confucius, a philosopher whose teachings have shaped moral and ethical frameworks for centuries. He believed that the essence of a meaningful life lies in our relationships and the harmony we cultivate within our communities. Confucius taught that the foundation of a stable society is built upon respect, family, and personal responsibility. It is not possible for one to teach others who cannot teach his own family. Confucius said. Confucius lived during a time of political turmoil and social unrest known as the Spring and Autumn period. This era was marked by the fragmentation of authority and frequent conflicts among feudal states. Amidst this chaos, Confucius emerged as a beacon of wisdom, advocating for a return to moral values and ethical conduct. Imagine a bustling marketplace in ancient China, where merchants hawk their wares and families gather to socialize. Amidst the noise, Confucius walks purposefully, his disciples following closely, eager to absorb his teachings. He pauses to observe interactions among the people, noting the importance of mutual respect and harmony. For Confucius, the family was the cornerstone of society. He emphasized that strong familial relationships foster a sense of belonging and security. Respect for elders and parents was paramount, as he believed that the virtues cultivated within the family would extend outward to the community. Confucius often reminded his students that to lead and teach others, one must first cultivate virtue within the home. He believed that a person who could not honor their own family would be ill-equipped to respect and guide their community. Imagine Confucius in a quiet courtyard, engaged in conversation with his disciples. He shares stories of exemplary figures who embodied the virtues of loyalty, respect, and kindness. Each anecdote reinforces his teachings on the importance of relationships. At the heart of Confucius's philosophy is the concept of Ren, which translates to benevolence or humaneness. It signifies the ideal relationship between individuals, emphasizing empathy, compassion, and respect. Ren is achieved through cultivating personal virtues and fulfilling one's duties to others. As Confucius teaches, Ren is not merely a philosophical ideal but a practical guide for everyday interactions. It is about extending kindness and understanding to others, fostering an environment where relationships can flourish. In our fast-paced modern world, the challenges of maintaining relationships are exacerbated by time constraints, digital distractions, and physical distances. Confucius's teachings resonate today, reminding us of the enduring importance of connection, respect, and harmony in our lives. In our lives filled with hustle and bustle, how often do we pause to nurture our relationships? How can we embody the teachings of Confucius to strengthen our connections with family, friends, and our communities? Consider these practical applications of Confucius's wisdom. 1. Quality time. Make it a priority to spend quality time with loved ones. Set aside time each week for family dinners or regular check-ins with friends. These moments build stronger bonds and foster deeper connections. 2. Practice gratitude. Express appreciation for the people in your life. A simple thank you or a heartfelt note can strengthen relationships and cultivate a culture of respect. 3. Active listening. In conversations, practice active listening. Show genuine interest in what others are saying and offer your full attention. This fosters mutual respect and understanding. 4. Model virtue. Strive to embody the virtues you wish to see in others. Whether it's kindness, patience, or understanding, your actions can inspire those around you. 5. Get involved in your local community. Volunteer or participate in community events to strengthen connections with others and promote a sense of harmony. By implementing these teachings into our daily lives, we can create a ripple effect of kindness and respect, transforming not only our own relationships, but also contributing to the greater harmony of our communities. Confucius' wisdom teaches us that our connections with others form the bedrock of a meaningful life. In nurturing these relationships with respect and compassion, we contribute to the harmony that he envisioned for society. Let us embrace this wisdom as we navigate our own journeys in building meaningful connections. Chapter 5. The Power of Resilience. Helen Keller's Triumph over Adversity. Helen Keller's life story stands as a beacon of hope and a testament to the human spirit's power to overcome adversity. Born in Tuscumbia, Alabama in 1880, she faced an immense challenge when an illness at just 19 months old left her deaf and blind. In a world that often viewed disability as a limitation, Helen would rise to become a global symbol of resilience and determination. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Helen Keller said, "Imagine living in a world of complete silence and darkness, cut off from the sounds, sights, and interactions that most of us take for granted." For Helen Keller, this was her reality. As a young child, Helen struggled to connect with those around her. She expressed her frustrations through tantrums and aggressive behavior, as she could not understand the world or communicate her needs. But the turning point in Helen's life came when her parents hired Anne Sullivan, a dedicated and determined teacher who would change everything. Anne Sullivan was partially blind herself and had faced her own battles, but she saw in Helen the potential for greatness. With patience and unwavering resolve, Anne began teaching Helen the fundamentals of communication. The breakthrough moment came when Anne took Helen to the water pump and began spelling the word water into her palm. Suddenly, Helen made the connection. Words had meaning. It was a revelation that would set the stage for her remarkable journey. Helen's passion for learning blossomed under Anne's guidance. She quickly learned to read and write, mastering Braille and eventually attending Radcliffe College, where she became the first deafblind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Helen's story is not just one of overcoming personal disabilities, but also of defying the limitations that society imposed on her. Many believed that someone who was deaf and blind could never contribute meaningfully to the world, yet Helen shattered those misconceptions. As Helen became more adept at communication, she used her voice, written and spoken, to advocate for others. She became a prolific author, a passionate speaker, and an advocate for disability rights, women's suffrage, and social justice. Helen traveled the world, delivering powerful speeches that resonated with audiences. Her ability to articulate the struggles and triumphs of those living with disabilities offered a fresh perspective and inspired countless individuals. Helen Keller's resilience and determination transformed her into an icon of strength and inspiration. Her life reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can prevail. Helen once said, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." This profound belief in the power of hope propelled her through challenges and inspired others to do the same. In our own lives, we often face obstacles that can feel insurmountable, be it personal loss, health challenges, or setbacks in our careers. Helen Keller's journey teaches us that even when life seems overwhelming, there is always a way forward. Ask yourself, what obstacles are you facing that seem insurmountable? Helen Keller's journey shows us that no matter how difficult the challenge, persistence and resilience can help us find a way. We can cultivate resilience by 1. Adopting a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Just as Helen learned to communicate despite her disabilities, we can learn new skills and adapt to our circumstances. 2. Seeking support. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Helen's relationship with Anne Sullivan was crucial to her success. Similarly, reaching out for support can empower us in our struggles. 3. Focusing on purpose. Find what gives your life meaning. Helen dedicated her life to advocating for others, demonstrating how a sense of purpose can propel us through adversity. Number 4. Practicing gratitude. Helen's ability to appreciate the small joys in life despite her challenges reminds us to focus on what we can control and be grateful for what we have. 5. Believing in yourself. Cultivate self-confidence by celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Helen's unwavering belief in her potential serves as a reminder that we, too, can defy expectations. Helen Keller's life stands as a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Her triumph over adversity encourages us to find our own strength, adapt to life's challenges, and inspire others along the way. Conclusion: applying ancient wisdom in a modern context. As we reach the conclusion of our exploration of timeless wisdom from great thinkers, we can't help but recognize the profound relevance their teachings hold for us today. The intersection of ancient philosophy and modern life creates a tapestry of insights that can guide us through the complexities of our contemporary existence. The wisdom of Socrates continues to inspire us today. His teachings remind us that the most meaningful lives are lived intentionally, with reflection and purpose. So, as we navigate the complexities of modern life, let's take a moment to examine where we are and where we're headed. After all, the unexamined life is not worth living. In a world filled with distractions, social media notifications, the relentless pace of work, and the demands of daily life, it's all too easy to drift through our days without pausing to consider our direction or intentions. Just as Socrates wandered through the bustling streets of Athens, questioning the status quo and encouraging critical thought, we too can carve out time to reflect on our lives and our choices. Incorporating moments of self-reflection into our daily routines can help us uncover our true values and beliefs. It allows us to ask ourselves questions such as, what brings me joy? Am I living in alignment with my values? How can I make a positive impact on those around me? Now, we invite you to embark on your own journey of reflection. Take a moment today to think about one question you'll commit to asking yourself regularly. It could be a simple yet profound inquiry like, what am I grateful for today? Or, how can I bring more joy into my life? Additionally, we'll provide you with resources to help facilitate your journey. Click the links in the description below for journaling prompts to guide your reflections and explore mindfulness practices that can help center your thoughts and emotions. As we wrap up, we encourage you to continue exploring these concepts further. Check out our related videos, How to Find Purpose in Everyday Life. Delve into practical strategies for discovering what truly drives you. Philosophical quotes for a meaningful life. Gain inspiration from a compilation of powerful quotes that can shift your perspective. By weaving together the wisdom of the past with the challenges of the present, we can create lives rich with meaning, connection, and purpose. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue to learn, grow, and examine the lives we lead. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.